I'm just gonna jingle some of the way. I'm tired.
Well, girl, I'm gonna slay. I fucked that up. That didn't work out.
Welcome to GayTalk 2.0, the ultimate podcast for your dose of dish.
She is going to slay into the grave. But anyway, welcome back, ladies and gents, to another episode of Gay Talk 2.0, an LGBT podcast. This being the last episode of 2024. And we're happy to be here. My name is Tom. I'm your host. And as always, I'm in the studio with my amazing co-host, starting with the first one, Slay Bitch.
Hey, y'all. Nick or Trish.
And
J Bear, aka your boyfriend's boyfriend.
he's slaying that boyfriend. Sofas and shit.
Hey,
Anywho.
casting couch.
Casting couch.
Casting couch.
Word of the day.
We don't slay.
Phrase of the day.
We
the
cast.
tragic slay.
The tragic slay.
But we're excited, to be back. Obviously, as I mentioned before, this will be the last episode of 2024. Nick is going to be away. Jay is going to be doing things. We're all going to be doing family things, and so there won't be an episode until the new year. And obviously, it's
And we're all thrilled for 2025.
yeah, it's so I think. I think the only thing I'm looking forward to is in about 3 days, we will officially hit the winter solstice, which means that we start gaining daylight again. And that makes me happy because otherwise, you better watch that.
That's why I put it on a coaster.
Put it over here. Thank you. That means the winter solstice is upon us, and we're gonna start gaining daylight, and that makes me happy because right now
You're a miserable bitch.
it's so dark
Right now?
all the time. What are you talking about? No, it's just so dark.
It sucks because I get up for work. It's dark, and
I know.
you're leaving the office, and it's dark. It's like you never see daylight.
I know. I left the office at 4 today, and when I was leaving my office, I put on my sunglasses, and I work downstairs in the basement, so I don't see any, sunlight or anything. And I walk upstairs, I'm like, fuck, I need my glasses.
They have you in the dungeon.
Well, yeah, we're all in the dungeon.
Yeah, it's okay though. I
It's
mean,
fitting. No,
at least you have a place,
at least you have a place,
right?
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's just, this time of year is really the toughest. When we fall back an hour in November, all the way through the 21st of December, it's torture for me because
You got seasonal depression.
I love being outside and, and these last few days, so we've been very fortunate when it comes to weather.
Yeah.
Over the course of the last 2 months.
Today was fucking beautiful.
It was gorgeous. It was 60
gorgeous.
degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I wake up this morning and everything is frozen.
Yep.
It's that kind of
And then
time
it went up
of
to
year.
50. So today was one of those odd days for me. So I
Right.
worked from home during the morning.
Right.
I had a doctor's appointment at 2, so I got to see daylight, which is awesome because at least I got out. I put on my sweater. I put on my extra clothes. I put on my hat, and I'm like, all right, let's go. I get outside, and I'm like, holy shit, it's beautiful out. I'm like peeling off layers just to get to the doctor's office.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
you were
no.
peeling off layers.
Well,
Just to get to the
that
doctor's
just-
office.
Peel off the
I've
layer.
seen that porn.
Casting couch.
casting couch. No,
No, it's crazy. And
that's pulling back the turtleneck, honey. Okay,
We had to do that
we
too.
had to do that too.
I cannot.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know about me. Like, how does this time of year make you feel?
It's tough for me because I have to listen to you complain about it.
Oh. She gonna die.
No, don't hold out on me.
She gonna die. I really, it's so bad.
No, it is rough. But what I will say is I like the fact that I don't feel guilty going to bed early.
Said no one ever.
The silence
silence
was
is
just
like
spoke
this
for
bitch,
itself.
like Who told you that it's okay for you to announce to the world that you actually get some sleep?
I don't really, not recently, but
Let me tell you, my sleep pattern has been so out of whack the past several months.
I mean, I feel like that's like your life story, though.
No, it really no. Unless I'm hanging out, it's something different. That I am purposely staying up.
Right.
But there's days I can't fall asleep till about 1 a.m, and at 4:30 I'm wide awake, ready to go,
You're
what?
like,
No.
ready to
literally like
take
Katy
on
Perry.
No.
ready to take on life and the day. It's like I'm energized.
Oh no.
2 hours later, I'm bobbing like an asshole. I'm in the office and I'm like,
Yeah, we know.
coffee doesn't help, Red Bull doesn't help. You bitch.
2
Nope.
hours later, I'm in the
no,
office and
no.
I'm bobbing.
No
Dude,
closet is
yeah.
safe.
It's insane. It's just been nutty. The other day, I actually got
Yeah,
home.
you've been nutting.
Nutty.
Yes.
Oh my God, we are terrible today.
Yeah, they are. No more drinks for you. And you complained about my glass.
No, that was me.
That
of
was her.
ginger ale.
That was her. I've never complained about you drinking
I didn't
anything.
complain. I just like said
She was like, "Put some ice in that. I can't watch you drink that without any ice."
I have a weird thing about that.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
Like,
weird.
Ice should be in every cup, unless it's a hot drink.
Ice should be in every cup.
In every cup?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I don't know. It's just a me thing. I like everything has to have ice in it.
I don't like my soda water.
Like your soul.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Okay.
That's why she's single.
Never mind.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, what did
We
my,
so lost this intro. Where were we?
somebody said to me today? I went to get coffee.
She ain't gonna slay shit. It's 2020.
I went to get coffee and I said something, and what the fuck? No, you know what? This is gonna fall flat. Never mind.
Okay. So anyway, before we move on to the stories and whatnot, Jay, how are you? How are you, darling?
According to you guys, I'm fine. Bobbing on stuff I shouldn't be on. No.
That's all right. As long as you fall on it and it falls right, you should be good.
And no pain, no gain, I guess, right?
Exactly.
I'm good actually. So my uninvited guest, quote unquote, my brother, who showed up at the end of September.
He doesn't listen to the podcast, does he?
No.
Okay.
So he showed up at the end of September. He was supposed to be visiting for 2 weeks and it's going on 3 months.
What? Wait. Okay. Does he work?
No, he's not working.
Is he retired?
No.
How the fuck do you afford to like be away from your home for like 4 months?
I have no fucking clue. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So finally Sunday.
I'ma mind my business.
Yeah. Sunday I was like, so dude, what day are you going home?
And
Because you were supposed to be here 2 weeks and it's going on 3 months.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I was like, I
does
love
he
you.
have a family?
Me.
He's right there.
No, I mean like a wife, kids.
No.
Oh.
His wife passed a few years ago.
Oh. See,
so-
now I feel bad.
And
3 months is a
again, yeah. Again, yeah. So there's history. There's history there, of course. When I was young, he kind of raised me. You know, mom worked all crazy hours, so he kind of was like the brother that raised me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that soft spot for him, but he's not the person he used to be. I know he's dealing with shit,
Yeah.
which I understand.
But I think we all-
yeah,
we
we all
all-
are. But
yeah.
he's dealing through shit. He's going through his own shit, but he's become very irresponsible.
How old is he?
Irresponsible or
Irresponsible.
irresponsible? Okay.
56. So he's my older brother. He's got me by 6 years.
Okay.
So it's just, at first I was like, great, he's here. He came to visit mom. He's only going to be here 2 weeks. And every week it became, oh, no, I'm not leaving this week. I'm leaving next week. And
And where does he live?
Kansas. Yeah.
I would just be like, look, if you want to
He's
stay
gonna end up in
if you want to
Oz.
stay in Connecticut and be around me and the family, that's great. I'll help you get a place. Let's figure it out.
That was going to be my next move. So,
Right.
but he keeps telling me, oh, I'm leaving. He was supposed to be going to PR. That didn't happen. Then he was going back home and the plans fell through. and then something else was supposed to happen, and that fell through. Like every week, there was something else that fell through, and he kept making plans with this specific person that kept, like either backing out or what they said was gonna happen never happened.
Right.
And eventually, I was like, dude, I love you, man, but you gotta go. And I'm not trying to be an asshole about it, but
No.
Right.
I like my space. I want to be able to come downstairs with my balls hanging out and not worry about you being here or having a friend over. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
I mean, Tom knows that to an extent. Tom was gone. I was here free balling the whole week. He was gone. I had that ability.
Yeah.
Right.
I enjoy that. And even though at home I don't live alone, I know when I have my time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people know if I'm home. Even my cousin lives across the street. Hey, I'm coming over. You dressed?
You know what would
They
bother?
know.
That's important.
They know. You know what I mean? And I haven't been able to do that in 3 months.
What would bother me more about it is
I
like
need it. I need you to go.
that, but like, okay, so you've been here for 3 months. You're not working. You're not contributing.
Yeah.
Like, well, he is contributing in ways, but not financially.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So like, I think that would bother me more. Like, let's do a deep dive. What's going on?
Yeah, I think he's dealing with his own issues.
Yeah.
I know that. I know that. I just think that for his age, he should be in a better place.
Oh yeah, totally.
He's got health issues going on. He's got his own shit going on. I mean, it is what it is. We all do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if like I wouldn't show up to Tom's house and be like, "Hey, I'm just coming for the weekend," and stay 3 fucking months. I mean, Tommy, week 2, he'd be like, week 1. When are you
Day
going
4,
home?
I'm like, you said you were leaving yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
What's happening?
What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
So
stayed
you
one
don't-
night. He's like, it's 12 o'clock. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't
You
play
know,
that game.
unless you talk to someone and be like, "Hey, I need to stay here for a couple of weeks or a couple of months."
Yeah, I need to prepare myself mentally for that shit.
Mentally prepare motherfuckers for shit. Don't just show up and be like, "I'm gonna be here 2 weeks," and 3 months later you're still there. You know what I mean? So now it's like it's coming to the point where like Roxy, my daughter, she's like, "I love your brother, but he's gotta fucking go." You know what I mean? She's like,
Right.
"I'm done with him. We need our space." So it's just
Where is he
because-
sleeping?
on my couch.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's the worst.
Yeah, and the couch is already showing wear and tear. So
well, it's beyond that too. It's
Yeah.
like the
no space.
It's
Well, don't
the
sleep on the couch
gathering
though.
space.
Don't sleep on it because
Yeah.
I sleep on it, and let me
Dude.
tell you,
Well, my couch isn't your couch, so my couch is taking a fucking beating.
I haven't slept in my bed in like a year and a half.
I haven't slept in the spare bedroom every time I stay here. That fucking couch is life.
I was literally. Oh no, I love the spare bedroom. I love that.
I enjoy
that
this.
mattress.
I have enjoyed the spare bedroom, but the couch.
Have you enjoyed the spare bedroom?
I mean, the bed. It's okay. The couch is better. I don't know. Not like that.
No, my thing is, it's
Not
just,
in a while.
oh,
Not in a while.
I can't. I can't.
I haven't blown anybody's back out in the spare bedroom, if you're asking.
Except for your own.
Or out of a window. Yeah. Or out the window into the front porch.
Okay.
You know, well, there's a reason why I didn't try that during COVID. I did the back window.
The
It was
back
much better.
window.
So, Trish, how are you?
I'm good.
All is well. Are you excited for your trip to Florida?
Yeah, I'm starting to get excited. Just to be away and off. Like I just need a break from my job right now.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Especially around this time of year. Again, it starts getting dark. We start getting in our feelings. We start getting all this craziness. And then, you've got the pressure of
giving. How's that
Yeah.
going?
Oh,
What a shit show.
the only people that are getting gifts are
babies.
babies. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like
The gift is me coming.
I arrive at my mother's house. I was like, your gift is here. And she goes like, how unfortunate.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's-
so we figured out the easiest way out of getting every I have a troop of kids.
A troop. That's a football
I
team.
have a football team. So the way we get out of it is we do a Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of buying for everyone, I just got to buy for one person.
Yeah, my parents, at this point in our lives, like, once you hit a certain age, Christmas is, for me, more about food and family.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously,
The kids.
I have a little small something for my parents and something for Daly. I'll get something for Demi. But they're about to be 3 more nieces and nephews. I'm on a budget, bitches. Like, no.
It gets expensive.
It gets really expensive.
You want to know how many nephews and nieces
No,
I have?
no, you can't count them.
33.
Oh my god. But
I think I just spit in my throat a little bit.
but I rented myself a car so that I have
And an escape. And
an
out.
ability to like
Get
get
away
out
real
when I
quick?
need to. And
I need to run to Walgreens and come back drunk.
5 days later,
what were you
like
doing at Walgreens? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But
Does the Walgreens in
I was in the
does
cost drop
Walgreens
aisle.
does Walgreens in Florida sell liquor like in Puerto Rico?
mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. See,
I forgot about that. Walgreens in Puerto Rico sells
Puerto Rico.
liquor.
Yeah.
They even sell Palo Viejo.
yes.
They have a whole end cap of nothing but rum.
Ugh, I hate
At
rum.
Walgreens,
Yeah, well,
I cannot. But
One-stop shop.
Connecticut, step your shit up.
yeah, it's like, hello. You better slay all the way to the end of
One-stop
this year.
shop.
but other than that, I mean, just trying to like wrap up stuff at work. Today was a pretty cool day.
Yeah.
We I don't know if I said this on the show, did I? The New Haven Pride Center.
You did mention it a little bit, but how was that? You know, because
Yeah,
obviously you
we-
had a little
Yeah,
tiny
so
ceremony.
we were the Pride Center was given the William W. Boughton III Award today, and it's the 5th time they've given it out, and it comes with a $10,000 gift, which
Which is amazing.
Congrats.
But basically, thank you.
Yes, queen.
The award, it goes to an organization whose mission and innovation approach exemplifies the spirit of creativity, bold thinking, and community commitment. And it's funny because we added a couple new board members a few weeks ago, and I had started to say, I just feel like we're finally. There was a period of time, and you guys both know, where I just felt like it was like we were just getting hit down and down and down. It was like one thing after the next, following everything we went through. And I finally feel like the center's moving forward in such a positive direction, and then like that just kind of reaffirms it. And
Right.
we were adding these new board members, and I was speaking, and I got teary eyed, and then a couple days later, we got the call about this award, and I started crying again. I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with me? I think is this a trauma response?" But like, I'm really happy that the center is moving forward in a really good direction and really like committing itself to the community it serves, and it's just
It's a beautiful thing. I mean, we talked a little bit about the center last week. Obviously, one of the founding members had passed away. We did talk about that. But I'm really impressed, first and foremost, of the transformation that the New Haven Pride Center has taken in the past year and a half. Going from, being in an old space to a much bigger,
visible,
more visible space,
accessible.
and seeing how the focus of what the Pride Center can actually do has shifted. It's just beautiful to see.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that
the center was doing the work that we're doing now. I think we're doubling down a bit more,
right.
but it wasn't highlighted.
Right.
We didn't lean into it. If we were leaning into it more back then, the funding probably would have, it probably would have been where we're at now, where we're having people inquire to us,
Right.
when you're looking for funders, especially like in the arts, right? I'm always going to them. If somebody's coming to you, that's a big deal. You're doing something right.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Yeah, I'm really impressed, very proud of the transformation the center has taken, and I just know that there's more to come, more great work to do. So congratulations to the center first and foremost for winning the award and for getting, you know, that much needed funds because, you know, a nonprofit, you very well know this.
Girl.
That money's the name of the game. You know, the more you get from donations and from, you know, activities and events and collect, the better you are off because that you align yourself and you put yourself in a position to better serve the community that you're trying to reach out to, which is great. Yeah. That's amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Yes, queen. So for me, where am I? Do we even care?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm excited. So, you know, for me, food is love. Food is my love language. And you know, mom, especially, you know this. Shit, that woman.
so does Jay.
Oh, Jay can throw down. Jay
No,
can
I'm
throw
saying Jay knows about your mom's cooking.
Oh, he does too. I mean, I don't think that there has ever been a person who's sat on this table, to the exception of Elsie, because even Chris.
I
Was
want to
like,
see your mom because I want her to be like, no más gordo.
Está flaco.
he has never
let it down.
ever let that go.
He needs to
Oh
hear.
my God.
He needs to hear her say flaco so he
Right.
can be happy.
So I went to.
That's like trauma. Like
Yeah, she traumatized me.
Oh my
but
God.
also, let me just say, I went to New York this past week because I was doing some reconnaissance for Gala Talent, and I went with my coworker, and we were walking past a place, and it was called like Professional Makeup, and I'm assuming it's a place that like brides or prom, like where you go to like get really done up. And she just looks at me. She goes, "Why do you wear so much makeup?" I was like, "What, bitch?"
wow.
And I was like, "Hold on, time out."
Who did?
My coworker?
Okay.
A good friend. And I was like, "Is
It's
it
an
that?"
honest question.
And I was like, "Is it that noticeable?" She's like, "No, not really. But like every once in a while, yeah, I can notice. But like, I just like you don't need it." I was like, "Girl, you have not seen me without it."
You haven't seen me in the morning.
Yeah, like, no. And don't judge my makeup.
So how did that make you feel? Is that another trauma you're going to carry for like 5 years now?
Oh yeah, I've said it to her every day. I was like, "By the way, I'm wearing makeup."
She's so
My
passive.
brother-in-law works for Sephora. I can have him give you a consult for free.
I don't need a console,
She'll walk
bitch.
out there looking like
I
a drag
blend
queen.
fine.
I blend fine.
Lord have mercy. So anyway, my love language. I'm looking forward to food.
I
Food,
fucking love it.
food, because that's what it's all about. You just say food and family.
Yeah.
And, you know, my friend Kenny's coming from Puerto Rico. Here,
Dun, dun.
he arrives on Saturday.
I love Kenny.
And so
I love Kenny.
we'll be running around. You know, I'm off all of next week, and which is exciting for me because that means I can probably catch up on a lot of things that I've been neglecting.
I would suggest not letting him drive.
He's not driving.
Okay, good.
At least not my car. I was like, you can get an Uber.
She can be a passenger princess, is what they're called.
Yeah, you can be a P to the R to the I to the N to the S. Princess. Yeah, no,
The
she's not driving.
passenger side.
Somebody's taking off. It'll be me. So, no, but so it's exciting, you know, and just to be off, you know, until the end of the year.
That'd be
It's
nice.
just, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually surprised today. We got the email from our supervisor, and she was like, "You can work from home next week."
Don't say
and
that
I was
too
like,
loud.
And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, no,
Like,
no, it was
But I mean, I kind of get it. Why come in for 2 days? You know
right.
what I
No,
mean?
but for me, it's like, but I will tell you this: they know I'm off next week, and
Yeah.
they have been grinding my skin to the bone because they know we got to get
You gotta get all this done before you're off.
before you're off. Oh my God. Today was a nightmare this morning. It was just like I was getting hit from every direction. I was like, fine, we're going to get it done. But I'm still, my love language, food, and food. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Food and relaxation and
Yeah,
watch TV,
I'll be
catch up
cooking
on
up a storm.
shows.
Well, so my mom turns 82 this Friday.
Congratulations, Mama.
So December really fucks me over. There's no nice way to say it.
It's a lot.
December 12th is Roxanne's birthday. She just turned 4. My daughter Roxanne. December 17th is my daughter Debbie's birthday. She just turned 42.
How is that possible? You're only 35.
No, hey, as Ricans, we start young, right out of the womb.
You were probably still in someone's balls at that point in time. Okay.
Nah. And then
face.
my mom turns 82, December 20th, Friday.
Wow.
So it's a heavy month. It's
Right at the end of the winter, like the end of like the
and then Christmas for the 7
winter
grandkids.
solstice.
Yeah. No.
So
That's
it's
insane.
It's a lot.
So I mean, so Saturday, mom's birthday is Friday, but we're gonna do a dinner for her on Saturday.
See, like for you, so you live with your wife and you live with one of your daughters.
Yep.
And so for you, you're used to having people in your space, right?
Yeah.
And being around people. Nick and I, we live alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we go places, and oh my god, when we come back home and we decompress, like we take everything comes off, and you're just like, couch.
Yeah. I have my room. I have my.
It's like,
People know, even my grandkids, if I'm home and my door is locked, knock before you walk in.
Or doors closed.
because if it's locked,
my
it's like,
door
how
is
you getting
well,
in?
not locked, but if the door's closed,
yeah.
knock before you walk in. Grandpa's decompressing. He's having his hymn time, and most likely not dressed.
I love this like new routine that I've developed since I've lived alone. So I do my
It's gonna be
laundry.
so hard
so
for you to ever get a roommate if you ever
Yeah,
want to go
it's
that
so
route again.
fucking liberating.
I'm never gonna get a roommate again. The only way I'm gonna get a roommate is if I get into a relationship where I want to actually live with them, which that's debatable.
And they can stay in the other room.
Yeah, but I have all my work clothes in the office now, which was Pat's old room. And so every morning I get ready. Sometimes I have to iron, whatever, and then I put all of my clothes and I lean them over the railing, right, that goes downstairs. And then I take my shower, I get ready, I do my hair. I don't put on my face, but I do. And then I grab all my clothes naked and I walk downstairs and I literally I just get ready in the living room and I just love it. I don't know why, and I don't know.
It's like you don't have the restrictions of having to be in a fucking bedroom to get dressed.
Yeah,
Isn't it fucking amazing?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you have your closet and you're putting things, on your railing as you're parading downstairs to go get your coffee. You're throwing your things on or whatever. So, and you have all of your work clothes in your office.
In the office closet, yeah.
Yeah. So what is on the Peloton?
Right now,
Uh-huh.
nothing.
Laundry.
When was the last time you were on the Peloton?
Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Okay.
I've been trying to do like 2 to 3 times a week, but last
Okay.
week was only once.
And who are you training with nowadays?
Who do you think? Cody.
Cody?
Cody.
Just Cody? Is he
Cody
still doing
exists?
That's
an AI, of course.
all of his videos exist.
It's an AI.
But I tell you one thing I did last week. So I did a really short, like 15-minute bike. And then I had to go help my brother move.
I remember this.
So I went up, and he had a moving company, so really didn't have to do too much. But I had to help, like, a little bit, like somebody.
She was supervising.
Pretty much. But then, like, I had to do.
That goes there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
But then, like, sometimes I had to move things. Like,
No,
a
of
couple
course.
Yeah. Well, let me move this box over
My
here.
fucking calves. I was like, is this what almost 40 feels like?
Oh, just wait.
Oh my God.
Just wait
they
till you're
hurt.
actually 40.
she said, is this what, almost 40? Is that what she said?
I hate her. I really do. So, but listen, Linda. All right. So speaking of Saturday,
When
we
you have 40, we're going to have a party just to throw it in your face.
Let's wait to talk about that.
no, we are going to wait to talk about what happened on Saturday.
Okay.
What we did on
What?
Saturday.
So when you turn 40, we're definitely having a 40th birthday party for you, so we can throw it in your face.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up hurt.
I'm going to smack him with knee pads.
It's now. I've been trying to. With knee pads. I was trying to get her to come out to dinner with me when you were on vacay, and she's still blowing me off.
I wasn't blowing you off. I was busy. I had shows all weekend.
You get action from so many places, you know.
Right?
Casting couch, air
Yeah,
blows.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's blowing you off.
Air blows.
Air blows.
Is that something that you guys say behind my back?
No, I think it went over your head.
Good, yeah.
So, an
she's
air
blowing
blows.
me
You're blowing him off, so you gave him an air blow.
an air blow.
That was that.
Yeah, it didn't land.
No.
It
Yeah,
didn't land.
it was horrible. It was horrible. All
But
right,
you
well,
tried.
listen. I did. All right, well, that being said, let's take our break. And when we come back, we have much more. Here we go. All right, ladies and gents, we are back from the break. We took an opportunity to refresh ourselves and do all the good things that we do during our break, including a conversation surrounding cheese and all that good stuff. But we are back. So I think that during this half of the show, we're going to focus on, we have two stories that we want to talk about, which will lead us into an amazing weekend or an amazing little outing that Nick and I had. Jay, you were at a family affair, so you couldn't join us. We would have loved for you to come with cheese,
No cheese. No cheese.
but you couldn't.
Yeah.
So, Nick, why don't we talk about the story that you had lined up, because it is Moms?
Do we want to talk about what we did first, or go into that afterwards?
Let's go into that afterwards, because I want to end it on anything other than what the story highlights.
Okay, so here we are in 2024.
That's right. We're about to go into 2025.
And we're so excited.
Very.
So conservative Christians demand a boycott of Wicked, the musical movie, because it's pushing an LGBTQ plus agenda.
I'm like, have you not seen the play? I mean, it's been on Broadway for well over 20 years, and it's, you know, its tone, what it talks about, as the backdrop, the story, talks about, you know, oppression of people and groups of people, and
like literally denigrating people for the color of their skin.
or for who they are, or for what they are, for that matter.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the group.
So 1 million moms, fuck you. They're calling for a boycott because there are openly queer characters and there's an LGBTQ plus agenda. The anti-LGBTQ plus organization has posted in its last petition asking supporters to send the following message to the film's distributor, Universal.
Good luck.
They're making so much money, dumbasses.
Oh
They're
my
not
God,
gonna listen
so
to you.
much money.
I disagree with the LGBTQ agenda you are pushing on families in the film Wicked. My family and I will not watch this film. Universal has left conservative and Christian families with no choice but to avoid Wicked since it goes against our beliefs. My family will not support Universal Pictures. You have lost our trust.
Oh, well, bye, Felicia.
Oh, I'm
I mean,
so heartbroken.
I can't tell you how many, like, you know, films that Universal Pictures itself has ever released that may not align with what we believe, you know?
So they go on to say there's a tremendous amount of witchcraft and sorcery.
Called
Can I pop? What is it about?
The
Sorcery?
Wicked Witch of the West
Yeah.
and the Good Witch Glinda.
Yeah.
Wait, Galinda.
Galinda until
Galinda. Yeah, we know.
So what the fuck?
Oh, source. Oh.
That was like when my grandma was like, you can't, like, wanted my parents to take my Harry Potter books away. I was like, she can go fuck herself.
No.
That's when I showed my 82-year-old mother my iPhone, and she was like, "What witchcraft is this?"
Right. No, but the
Your
thing
phone
is,
speaks to me in
it's
tongues.
like, first and foremost,
Fuck.
in order for you to understand why Wicked is what Wicked is and how successful it is the prequel, in a sense, to The Wizard of Oz, right? Which came out, what, over 80 freaking 1,000 years ago.
A while ago. But like also they also claim that it's a revisionist origin story of the Wizard of Oz. But like if you actually read the book Wicked, which there is a book that the play
There's several books.
that the play is based off of.
Right.
It actually aligns closer to the storyline of the book. So like that book has been around for I don't know how many years, but a long time. So if
Wizard of Oz came out in 1939.
Look at that.
Yeah, you were right.
And we're in
80 somewhat years
ago. And so here's the thing. So in 2039, we're in 2024. What? 2024, 2034. In 14 more years, 15 more years,
Yeah.
it'll be 100 years since The Wizard of Oz came out.
they also claim that there is not so discreet cross-dressing and men crushing on men. I'm a pause.
The film, and it says 1925 film, 1902 musical.
So when we talk about cross-dressing, I don't necessarily understand the concept.
Who's cross-dressing?
However, they're the period pieces that people are wearing. Yeah, some men are wearing what could be conceived as a skirt, right? But like also,
I mean,
the Scottish wear kilts.
They wear kilts.
That's where I was going with that.
Right.
But also, if you look at Wizard of Oz, if you think back to all of the Wicked Witch's men, they were all in kilts. They
Right.
were all in skirts.
But also think of different religions that, for example, around the world that are historically anti-gay. When you think about, for example, the Muslim community, you think about Arab nations that are Muslim nations, you have men wearing long dresses.
Also, let's be honest. If Jonathan Bailey was in any film, I'm sorry. If you're straight or not, like
I'm going to watch that film.
if he flirts with you or if he looks at you, you're gonna have a moment.
I'm just going to collapse.
Every straight man has a little bit of a moment when it comes to Jonathan Bailey.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Have you
And
seen
they
Jonathan
don't wear-
Bailey?
Yes, and they don't wear dresses. They wear caftans.
Caftans.
Right, but my
But,
thing,
yeah,
but they're
I
not
got
dresses. My thing is that they're long garments with no.
Well, they're dressed like absolutely.
Yeah, they're not pants,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And so
yeah.
they don't fit the traditional. Not even I wouldn't even say the traditional. The normative.
Heteronormative.
Like idea of what
concept.
men should,
Yeah,
be,
should be
wearing.
wearing.
And I'm like, get over yourself.
Honestly, if I could wear caftans to work, I would. If it wouldn't be considered.
No, that wouldn't be okay because we all know what you don't
Oh,
wear underneath.
absolutely.
Well, I mean, that doesn't stop him from
Hey.
not putting it
But
on
it's
anyway.
like,
But my thing is this.
ooh,
So
what's that smell?
going back to the story, I just think that you know what these are very sheltered, repressed individuals that have nothing better to do than to go out there and attack our community for some of the great work that we do. And let's be honest. I mean, whether you've seen Wicked at a theater as a play or you're seeing Wicked for the first time as a movie, you cannot deny the influence of the gay community and people in the gay sphere that have given so much to the arts.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so Broadway, I mean, girl, if you think the movie's bad, don't go to Broadway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I do think it is an anthem about inclusivity, friendship, love, transition and transformation.
Compromise, understanding that, one has to stick to what you believe in and it's okay to have differences.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And also perception.
Yeah.
Right? Because one of the biggest lessons that I think that people will learn, and I'm not going to really emphasize on it because I think I want viewers, although I am a spoiler queen, self-proclaimed spoiler queen on Facebook, I want viewers to go and see the movie and make that judgment for themselves. Mm-hmm. People in the movie and people in the play are not what they seem.
No.
Right?
No.
And so, I'll just say, for example, you have the two main characters, the Wicked Witch of the West and the Good Witch, Galinda.
Yeah, I mean, they also they definitely they called out queer subtext, particularly between Cynthia Erivo and co-star Ariana Grande, and we know that Cynthia Erivo is bisexual, and Ariana Grande is vocally an LGBTQ plus ally.
Right.
But again, like it doesn't. I don't see where they could pull specifically.
They're just
Where that would come across
feel
on the
like the
screen.
I think this group is just trying to make a name by themselves by boycotting a movie or trying to
Well, it's not working.
to stir the pot on a movie that has such a good turnout. Remember, you're pretty much no one or not a big organization until you try to take somebody that's in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get some. They're trying to get their 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Well, Grande also said in a recent interview that every day in the Emerald City is a pride parade.
Absolutely.
So that was probably triggering for OMM.
So I thought I read, I could be wrong, I could be right, I could be whatever, but I thought I read somewhere that it is right now the
Oh, hold on.
highest grossing musically based film,
Yes.
Second.
or the second highest music.
Second highest. Yeah.
Let me guess. Grease is number one.
I believe it. I believe it is Greece.
Because I just love Grease. So it's up there. I mean, this movie's making
I mean,
so
it may
much
have
money.
exceeded it now.
It could have,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, when you take into account inflation and things like that, and the price of tickets back then versus now, it may or may not be. But that's not the point. The point is, it's fucking amazing.
Well, so they go on to say that Universal has now decided to be politically correct instead of providing family-friendly programming. As moms, we want to know Universal is attempting to desensitize our children by normalizing the LGBTQ lifestyle. Now, the reason I think that this is important is because I think that Wicked, the story of Wicked, is highly political.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
And honestly, if you see the show, read the book, or understand the story, it's far more political given our current situation
right.
than it is LGBTQ plus friendly. Like, yes, it does have nods. Yes, it does like talk about scapegoating individuals. It does definitely
But
have
in all honesty, we saw the movie, and we're going to talk about that experience on its own. Honestly, when I saw that movie, I didn't see the movie in the context of, oh, this is gay.
no.
I saw the movie as in, this is what life shouldn't be. Like, we shouldn't be singling out a group of people to allow one individual or a group of individuals to control how someone else who we perceive, at least in this country, to have the freedom to live their life the way they see fit.
And there weren't any specifically LGBTQ plus like
No.
couples or like,
No,
and like that's not because of a choice they made. That's the storyline.
right.
Yeah.
I thought it was very tasteful. It was beautiful. But, to go back to this group, I'm like, I just think that, you know what, listen, if you are so worried about children being indoctrinized or whatever it is that you want to call it.
Turn off Fox News.
Exactly. Go to Fox News or go watch another. Don't watch it.
Watch Family Guy. No,
Like I
You know?
literally can't. I'm just
no,
like,
what is it? American
Go,
Dad.
go
Like,
watch South Park.
But
I don't
also,
know.
what also pisses me off is like this group. What are you trying to erase the LGBTQ plus community? Like
It's not
you
gonna
don't-
happen.
You don't want you
Yep.
like.
And I think this is the other kicker to it. So Marissa Bodie is her last name, or Baudet?
Probably
B-O-D-E?
Baudet.
Yeah, Baudet, Bodie. She's in a queer relationship,
Right.
and she's part of the cast. And I think,
But that
just
shouldn't
that-
matter.
No. But what I'm saying is, so as they're celebrating their accomplishments, they're also celebrating their life and their partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these people are trying to feed off of that.
Right.
All right. Oh, shit. This actor's gay. Yeah, they're definitely indoctrinating our kids.
But
You know what I mean?
yeah,
but they're reading into situations that they don't need to read into.
yeah, and also
If you're-
like Universal. You
Yeah.
know, they're saying that Universal is straying away from family values. I'm gonna go back right to the story again, and just say the relationship between Alphaba, the main character, and her father. How the fuck are you going to call that family values? He hates his daughter.
Yep.
Like,
for being green.
For being green, literally hates his daughter for being green, and because his other daughter was born paralyzed.
Right.
And like, she has a terrible relationship with her father because of that. And like, that is not family values.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and like that, and that's true to the story.
It's true to the story.
It's true to the story. So, like, if you want to talk about family values, why are you focusing on an LGBTQ plus shit and not focusing on the fact that, like,
a father is like shunning her daughter for being green?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Not to mention, you know, having a stranger show up in your world on a fucking hot air balloon and fucking like convince an entire people to subjugate a whole portion of your fucking population.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds-
Anyway, so that's the
sounds
story.
like a current state of events.
Do you see? So, and I think that's what pisses them off more is that, you know what, when the truth hits,
that's
and
what
the
it
fact
is.
that they can see,
This
you
is
know,
where
a
you're
lot
headed.
of the dialogue, a lot of what's going on in the movie reflected in current events, it pisses them off even more because it makes their MAGA Jesus look bad.
But like, here's the thing: that wasn't even
You're forced-
planned, right?
It's not.
We all
It's
thought,
not, but you're forced to face your reality.
yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
It's like when art imitates life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it smacks you in the face. You're like, oh, well, let's just go. Let's just throw the gay card
That's
out
not
there.
true.
I do have to admit something though,
What?
which I never normally admit that I'm wrong when it comes to you.
What?
Oh shit.
You were right about something
What was that?
about Alphaba's mother. Father.
Was I? Okay, we're not going
We're-
to say that.
We're not going to say
Because
that.
that's
But
a
you were
spoiler.
right. You were right. And I was unconvinced when you were telling me about that.
Oh my God. Okay, I will take it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is the second time. Last week you said the same thing.
She did too.
What did I say last week?
Last
She
week
was
I
right about something. Never mind. Keep it going.
yeah.
Oh, not 2 weeks in a fucking row.
Yeah, I
weeks
know.
in a
I'm like,
row.
when we were talking about the Respect for Marriage Act.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. 2 weeks in a row. All right,
Wow,
so
the
now
intern's coming up.
I'm telling you, I'm moving up in the world. So let's talk about the movie itself. So unfortunately, you were at a party.
Yes, I was at my cousin's sweet 16.
Nick and I, Nick reached out to me after he was done, you know, going up there and supervising his brother's move.
Well, at least I know she keeps some dates.
No, she comes through sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been trying to be better.
Yeah, no, we it's baby steps.
Yeah.
So we went to see Wicked at the IMAX theater with non-reclining seats. By
I don't
the way,
want to talk about that.
oh my God, that was horrible. That was a horrible experience.
Yeah.
Just the seats. The movie was.
My ass was
So-
numb.
I will tell you,
How long is the movie?
2 hours
It's
and 40 minutes.
2
Oh, yeah,
hours
yeah.
and 40 minutes. So first of all,
Did not feel like that.
that's not
I'll
even the
watch that at
length
home.
of the actual play itself on Broadway.
No. Well, the thing is,
Yeah, Act 1, Act 2.
so what we saw was just Act 1, and that's about an hour.
Right,
On
on
Broadway.
Broadway. It was 2.5, like 2 hours and 40 minutes in the movie, just
Yep,
Act 1, right? And so for me, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to sit through this movie. It's going to be 2.5 hours. I'm going to have to pee. I'm going to have to get up.
Yeah.
I'm going to annoy someone. Nick and I sat on those seats, and from the moment it came on to the moment that very last song finished, and it said, we'll be back with part
Yeah.
2. It felt like 20 minutes.
Definitely.
I mean,
felt,
for
it
me-
felt like a regular movie to me.
Yeah, no, but it was so captivating. The visuals.
The costumes, the set, everything.
Cynthia Erivo swallowed some alien's voice and
No,
just
that's her voice.
it's her voice, but she transformed what it was or what it meant to be Alphaba. And we
Did
have
you
seen
notice?
what?
So there is a moment in the movie when she is singing about the wizard and going to see the wizard and having the wizard turn her make her no longer green.
The Wizard and I, the movie, the song, The
Yeah.
Wizard and I, yes.
There is a moment which I didn't necessarily realize, but they were reflecting pink on her. And in that moment when she's singing about not being green anymore, she's actually black because pink cancels out green.
Right. So yes. So and I noticed that too when we were watching, like certain frames, depending on the light, would make her natural color. The way they did that coloring on her, and they used lighting to cancel, was
Actually,
brilliant. It was
another fun fact.
Well, remember,
brilliant.
green is what you use for your
Blue
special
screens.
effects for
Yeah.
your blue screen.
Yeah.
So fun fact.
yeah.
MGM owns the wicked color green. The color. So on Broadway, that color is
Right.
owned by MGM. Universal didn't have the rights to that color.
So they had to go get a eyeshadow.
They were. She was in a different. Her green color was a different green shade.
Yes, but they had to go to Canada to go get that makeup. It was an
Oh, good thing
eyeshadow.
they did it beforehand.
It was an
Tariffs.
It was a bright. It was an eyeshadow that they found that gave her actually worked with really well with the lighting in the group in the movie, and allowed them to actually do a lot of the really creative things to change how she looked from frame to frame in the Wizard.
There are so many nuggets in this movie that, like, if you know the story, you're just like, wow,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. And so I am a spoiler queen, but I'm not going to spoil part 2 for anyone. But the characters, Jonathan Bailey played Fiero. You had
when we were walking out of the movie, I literally said to you, I was like, you were literally. So I didn't know. I knew Jonathan Bailey could sing. I didn't know how good he was, but like your co-stars are Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande,
right.
and that man. Not only is he gorgeous and has this ability to like draw you in and suck your soul through his eyes and make you fall in love with him. And yes, we're going to get married one day. But he fucking was great.
Right.
His voice was great.
Oh, he was incredible.
Yeah.
And not to mention, so I have a correction to make. We were talking about this a while back, and you had mentioned that the recordings that they did while they were filming was what they used for
Yeah.
the audio.
And are you telling me I was right?
So you were right, kind
were
of.
right.
Okay. So I mixed up my stories.
This is being
You
recorded.
Yes, it is. You were right in the sense that what they were actually singing is what they ended up using for the music on the film. But when they did the album, when they did the actual soundtrack for Wicked, they used a combination of what was recorded live and also what was training.
So to give some context about what you're talking about.
Yes.
Most times when you have a musical movie, you don't sing on set. Like you can sing on set, you lip sync on set.
Right.
But
They use tracks.
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Cynthia and Ariana decided they wanted to do it live. So it was a sound stage. They literally recorded them as they were and this is take after take after take, and they're
Right.
singing these songs, and that's what we actually heard during the show.
Right. So you heard a combination of all those takes, but then on the soundtrack, you're hearing a combination of their practice sessions and what was recorded on the soundstage. And that's what you get in the soundtrack. And for me, that is fascinating because if you think about not so much Ariana. We know Ariana can sing. She's gifted. Wow, amazing, awesome. But when you think about all the stunts that Cynthia Erivo had to do as Elphaba, right? Flipping around, flying, especially in the last number. That is impressive.
Did you see the video of her flying around the soundstage singing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's incredible. That's what I'm talking about. She's got a harness on and she's flipping and I was watching another video about, her really emphasizing on the importance of having her broom and something that she can feel and connect with. And so what they ended up using was actual wood. It wasn't a prop that they built from like plastic or printed on a 3D printer. And they actually made her broom from hardgrove. It's mangrove roots. That's how they made the broom. And she goes like, and it felt amazing. And then Ariana and Jonathan Bailey were also in this interview, and they were talking about like, it's incredibly like interesting how in tune she became with that broom. Like they would throw it at her and she would just catch it, and she wasn't even looking at it. Like it was almost as if they created this connection between Cynthia and this bunch of roots, and no matter where she was looking, it's like she knew it was coming, and she just put her hand out and it just landed in her hand.
Wow.
It was incredible. It was an amazing experience. If you have not seen the movie, like Jay, go out and see it. I think you would enjoy it. I think
Yeah.
you
The
know,
missus wants to actually go to the show, and she wants to watch
go see the
actual
movie.
play.
Go see the movie and
Yeah.
then
Who
go
does?
see the play.
Yeah, the missus. She
Oh, the
wants to see
missus.
Yeah.
play. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, she's got connections.
Yeah.
She can probably make it happen. But I'm just saying, it was an amazing film.
Yeah.
And, you know, for those of you who are boycotting, it's like, I don't know, go dig yourself back under that rock you crawled out of.
Everything's witchcraft and all this other shit when you want to be right winged and
Right? They weren't saying all that shit about, what was that? Oh, God. Not necessarily Harry Potter, but Twilight.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember a lot of these,
Well, there are no real gay themes
Yeah.
in that.
a lot of these quote unquote Christian values come from people that I don't think actually read the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
If you look at how they're if you look at how they're going about things,
Right.
I mean, if you look at the actual teachings, I mean, I have a bit of a Catholic background. I've studied some stuff, but Jesus didn't go looking for people that were living the right life. He reached out for everyone that was not there.
They were going through
Yeah,
it.
they were going through it. He hung out with the whores and the drunks and the people that were having a hard time. But when you look at it, even in today's time, people that are having these issues and are struggling are more real than people that claim to be Christian and godly.
Oh, any day.
and
Because they're
you
the
have-
first to
yeah.
say, "Oh,
I'm having a hard time. I'm fucked up. I'm getting fucked up.
I don't give a shit
I'm
about
drinking tomorrow. I got fucked up last night. You know what?
Right.
That's more real than anyone trying to say that you're not living the right lifestyle.
Right.
It's not about living the right lifestyle. It's about trying to get to a better place. And getting to a better place doesn't necessarily mean you have to live in the up and straight and narrow. It's being the best version of yourself.
Right, but it's human nature to
It's
make
human
mistakes because
nature.
that's how
Yeah,
we learn.
Absolutely.
That's how we learn to
Absolutely.
live life.
It's funny because I heard this thing on another podcast, and I'm not going to get it right, but basically they said, what book club has been studying the same book for years and has learned nothing?
Catholic.
The Bible,
Church.
the church, yeah. It's true.
And it's and I wouldn't necessarily say it's the church, it's the people translating what they read.
Right.
Right? Because they're translating it to go with their narrative.
Right.
And I also can't stand, now that we're going down the church road, I was having a conversation this week, with somebody who said something to me like, I can't stand the phrase, love the sinner but hate the sin. Because honestly, you really can't do both.
Yeah.
Like, for example, for the LGBTQ plus community, you can't love me for me and not love the fact that I'm gay.
Exactly.
You don't like the fact that I sleep with men? Whatever.
Don't sleep with men.
But no, but it's like
They
it's
don't
like,
have to sleep
it's like
with men. Yeah.
it is like the Catholic excuse for bigotry.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
love the sinner but hate the sin. Like literally, like it's bigotry
It's bigotry and
in like 4
hypocrisy
words
all
or
wrapped
5
up.
words.
Right.
But you have to also remember the Catholic Church years ago allowed priests to get married. They only made those changes because of personal issues within. You know, and I think that creates a lot of the issues that happens nowadays within the religion itself. Back in the day, you were allowed to be married and still practice. I don't see the connect between being celibate and being a man of God. I just don't see the connect the way that
I mean, you're expecting your whole
religion-
congregation to be a man or lady of God in marriage and to uphold,
Yeah. So how can someone who's never had a relationship
understand how others
understand how relationships should work? I understand they have the whole, relationship with the church and God. Fine.
And they're
That's
Yeah.
that's the way you want to carry your organization.
Isn't that why they have nuns?
Well, they ain't getting none. So that's definitely the right verbiage. But
Lord have mercy.
oh my God.
But and I'm born and raised Catholic.
Me too.
It to me is such a contradiction.
I was born
Somebody-
an informed Catholic. I was
Informed
forced to go to
Catholic.
church.
Somebody in my family a couple of weeks ago said to me that I didn't believe in God. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they were like, you clearly say that you don't believe in God. I was like, I've never fucking said that. And they were like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't believe in organized religion because organized religion persecutes people. They're bigots and they kill people. And they've killed so many people throughout history.
Thousands.
Like,
I would say millions at this point. Not thousands.
Probably more than
millions.
that. Probably
Millions.
more than
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't believe in God. Do I believe in a higher power? Sure. Do I call them God? I mean, if you want to call them God, great. I do believe in a higher power. I just do not and will not believe in organized religion because it's been used as a weapon for fucking centuries.
Right.
Yes.
There's 3 things that humanity has used as a means to justify war in our history as humans.
And mass
that is
eradication of people.
Racism, religion, and greed.
Yeah.
Right? Those 3 are the top things that people have used in history. You have examples of that, for example, in Hitler and other,
The Catholic
historical
Crusades.
the Crusades. You have what was the one in France? Oh God,
Don't ask me. I've been drinking.
I've been drinking. No, anyway, it's not important. My point is, fuck you to this 1001 freaking like crazy. Go dig yourself back under that rock you crawled out of, moms. Nobody cares
Yep.
about
the
your little
French wars on
boycott.
religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because nobody cares, and
But I just want to go back to Wiccan.
let's go back to
Oh, let's circle back.
But because it does. It connects.
It does.
Because
it all does.
Remember that scene right before Defying Gravity when the wizard said that thing? The line is, the best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy.
right,
And that's what religion does. That's what Trump is doing.
right, and that's what this group is doing.
Mhm.
It is literally taking the gay community and making them the enemy. Right? We're not the enemy. I don't want your life. My life is a lot better than yours, girl.
Yeah. And
I
I
don't
think
want
he
it.
even said something along the lines of like, history shows
Yes,
the best way.
to give them something to hate.
And like, that's what Hitler did.
Yeah, that's what all of these other dictators and autocrats did throughout history. It's
Do you know?
I don't know. Tell me.
Oh my God. We're just going on a rabbit hole. So I was having teachers in Connecticut are now being trained. They had to go through this training recently about what to do when ICE comes to the school, because they can't go into a school right now.
No.
It's
Yeah.
illegal. They can't. And so there are trainings
This is sad.
there are trainings about illegal kids that are in school learning
Right.
and what to do when they show up to try to take them away. That's insane to me. 2, schools are canceling field trips because if they take the kids off site,
Yeah.
ICE can take them.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
It's fucking nuts.
Isn't that crazy? And when you think about, for example, dreamers and the promises that have been made to them over the past, 15 years, that we're going to make it happen. We're going to make you citizens. You were brought here. That wasn't fault of your own, but for the most part, you've been educated here. You've grown up here. You've paid taxes here. You've gone on to serve our military.
Did you also hear
No.
that Trump wants to take away birthright?
Yes,
Yes.
birthright citizenship. So if
Both parents.
if both parents, even if one was,
No, I think if
I,
one,
no, I think I was listening to the news and there was like, even if one was,
I'm not going to question you because I don't want to have to
so he wants to take birthright citizenship for people who have parents or a parent that is a foreign national or a foreign.
Can you explain to everyone who may not know what birthright citizenship
So
is?
birthright citizenship is someone who has a parent that may be a citizen of the United States of America, but may not themselves have been born in the continental United States of America.
No.
Right?
No.
Birthright
Is if your
you have-
parents are illegal
or
and you
immigrants,
are born,
correct.
or immigrants, and you are born in the U.S., so you're automatically given citizenship.
That's all of us.
Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
if
But-
your parents
well,
are illegal,
not us. We're not born in the U.S. Well,
Well,
I was
technically.
born in Puerto Rico.
Right, but you're born in a colony
US
of the
territory.
right,
Right.
which is you're a citizen by
Yeah.
birth. That's a
Right.
birthright.
So that's the birthright. So
Yeah.
technically, if let's say, for argument's sake,
you're
like my brother-in-law, all right? My brother-in-law, one of my brother-in-laws came over from Mexico illegally. He married my sister.
Right.
And let's say they had a child.
Right.
So that child automatically gets citizenship.
Because they were born in the U.S.
Because they were born
Right.
in the U.S.
That's a birthright
Yeah.
citizen.
So
Right.
Trump is stating is, well, because your parents are illegal, you don't have the right to remain here.
Right. And
you
As
so,
don't
a
have
citizen.
citizenship.
Right.
Right.
As a
And so he
citizen,
wants to
citizenship.
not only
So he
deport
wants
the
to
parents,
revoke that.
but deport a U.S. citizen, a born
A
U.S.
born
citizen.
citizen.
You know, the Constitution currently says, and see, here's the thing. He can sit here and say, oh, we're going to eliminate birthright citizenship. That would take a constitutional amendment because it is enshrined in the Constitution that if you are born in the U.S., in the United States of America, you are a citizen by birth. Right? And for them to be able to...
Regardless of parental status.
Regardless of where your parents come from, if
you're
you are
born
born on
here-
U.S. soil, you are a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Even by extension in territories abroad, etc. So for him to change that, for him to force that kind of rule, he would have to go through a constitutional amendment. And to do that...
Or illegally remove U.S. citizens
Right.
from U.S. soil.
Right. And...
It's the 14th Amendment.
Right.
Yeah.
And for them to be able to do that, you need to not only propose a constitutional amendment to Congress to do that, right?
Yeah, but he's got the Congress, he's got the House,
But wait.
he's got the court.
But we're not there yet. So this is a change to our Constitution. So not only does it involve getting the national government, the federal government, to pass a law at the congressional level, it would require that 3/4, the majority of your states, 36 states currently, to pass and ratify the same exact law at the state level. They don't have it. They can't do it. That's the only way you can change our Constitution.
How many people in Congress?
She's going to look it up now.
Yeah. How
It
many
re-
people
it
in
literally-
Congress
So
are born U.S. citizens? Not, you know what I'm saying? You're looking. You're not only trying to get rid of illegal immigrants.
right.
You're looking to get rid of people on higher levels.
Well,
What he's trying to
so
do,
three-
the way I see it, what he's trying to do is basically turn the U.S. into Cuba.
Right.
3/4 of
The states would have to pass.
The state's legislators.
Yes.
No, 3/4
No, of the state's legislators.
at the federal level. But then they would also have to ratify the same amendment.
3/4 of the state legislators can ratify.
No, they would have to do it at the state level. The states would
Google's
have to-
lying to me.
It is. The states would have to ratify that and agree to it as well. Because remember, you have the
Look at
federal
the
government and
impact.
you also
Yeah.
have state governments.
Right now, look at the impact. Look at the impact that farmers are having before he even takes office.
No, you're
Look at Texas. Look at Florida. Look at these states that heavily rely on 90 and 80% of their workforce being illegal immigrants. Mind you, illegal meaning they don't have papers. They still pay fucking taxes.
They do. Because
You're getting a paycheck. So that automatically comes out of your paycheck. So illegal or not, they're still paying taxes into the U.S. economy.
It would take...
It's not only going to affect small business or even farms, it's going to affect the economy overall. And until he tries to play that hand, he's going to realize it's not really going to go far. He might get some deportations.
Right.
Definitely.
Some. He definitely might get some, but
it's not going to be to the extent where people assume. Ain't nobody in the U.S., and I'm sorry to say it, ain't nobody in the U.S. that's not of another country or of a brown skin that's going to want to work in a fucking farm picking oranges or fucking strawberries.
Oh, I know, but
for
people don't
minimum
fucking
wage,
realize that.
12 hours a fucking day. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. If it's not for these laborers, we don't get fed. Period.
So Tom is right.
Of course.
3 times in a row.
However,
Yo, she's in a streak.
however, it has to go to the legislatures
Yes.
of 3/4 of the state. So
Yes.
it doesn't actually have to be voted on by the people.
No.
The state legislators.
Well, the legislation gets
Right.
proposed in Congress,
So,
and then the legislators.
We've all seen how red the states were this past.
Right, but you
It's just scary,
Even
because
rest
34
states,
states.
It's a lot, but
Hey,
it could happen.
yeah.
even rest states need immigrants for workforce.
Oh, it's
I know, but the people that voted red and the people that are in power don't give a fuck.
Well,
They don't
would
realize the impact.
it
Or
would
maybe
take-
some would.
The larger Latino vote was unfortunately a lot of the Cuban immigrants
and Puerto Rican.
and Puerto Ricans.
Let's
Those
not sleep
border
on that.
dogs,
Yes.
Our
those
people
border
fucking dog
dogs.
us.
If you're looking at it, I mean, if shit goes south, and more Cubans than Puerto Rican.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing.
They're asked
So
out.
what what do I call him at this point?
Cheetolini?
Cheetolini, not even Dumbledore, because Dumbledore is good. I'm gonna call him like
could you do that to me?
what's the other villain?
Voldemort?
Lord Voldemort, cheesy.
Cheetolini, I like it because it's like Mussolini.
Yeah.
Cheetolini. Okay, so Cheetolini, here's the thing. If we were to go and decide, okay, we're going to deport people based on his logic, his wife and his son
Would have to go.
would be the first one.
Technically, no, because they're American citizens now.
Well, Melania is
but
not a born American
not born.
citizen.
Doesn't matter if she got it. If she has now been awarded citizenship, she's a citizen.
But that's the point
That's-
I'm trying to
yeah.
tell you. He is trying to take
That's the law he's trying to enforce.
natural born citizens who were born in the U.S. to parents who happen to be immigrants, right?
yes.
And removing them with their parents. Well, technically, Melania was an immigrant. She may now become a naturalized citizen, but she's not a U.S. born citizen.
right. But like, if she's a citizen now, it doesn't. Then the kid is a citizen.
So in that theory, anyone born here is a citizen, right? Because
anyone
Barron Trump was born in the U.S.,
Right. But
So we're
his
gonna
mother was a
strip him.
citizen.
She wasn't,
When he was born, how do you know that for a fact?
because she wasn't. She just became a citizen right before he became president the first time around.
Right. So okay. So now she's a citizen.
But she's not a born.
She's not a naturally
citizen.
born citizen.
So
Which
in
is
that
his-
circumstance, you're right.
Yeah.
The Baron would not have been a citizen, right?
S-
But
so-
now it doesn't matter.
So we would strip Melania of her citizenship and send her back.
No,
to,
we could, no. It doesn't work like that.
Right? And then we would strip Baron Trump of his citizenship and send him back with mom.
But that's his logic.
That's his logic. That is basically what he's saying.
I think it's his logic is more like moving forward.
Yes, but you can't do that. It's like,
Yes, you can.
you affect millions and millions of Americans, and you
It's called grandfathered in.
ideally like exclude yourself from that equation. So it's not going to happen.
I mean, like,
It's talk, and
He's not-
we're going to
he-
go through this for 4 years.
yeah, but he owns a company where he receives 75% of the profits, and it's a Bitcoin company, and he has made it very clear that he's not putting any regulations on Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, TikTok is
There you go, benefiting from your fucking presidency.
right.
Illegal.
That's all I'm going to say.
How did we?
How do we go from Wicked to this? Moving on.
Oh,
Wow, we went down a rabbit hole.
I guess we defied gravity, but
we
but
defied
Nick,
something.
3 times in less than 3 weeks.
Stop bringing it up.
Such a fucking gift. You're really like giving me great gifts before Christmas.
The intern's coming up. We got to give the intern her props.
We're still gonna finish the show. Let's see what happens.
I lost my TV over there, so I don't have my
I don't
notes.
know. We're losing shit
So
everywhere.
anyway,
Moving on?
we need to wrap this up and
Mama Kim's?
say goodbye to everybody. Yeah. So Trish, you ready?
Thank you. All right, everybody. Here's Mama Kim's minute. Number 1, police arrest suspect who tried to burn down queer bar just days after it opened. What an asshole.
What an asshole.
Number 2, Montana Supreme Court becomes first in nation to uphold trans access to health care.
Thank you, Montana.
Yeah. Number 3, young LGBTQ plus people advise each other on how to survive challenging times.
Yeah. Speaking of Montana becoming the first Supreme Court to uphold national trans access to health, a little disappointed on Andy Bashar. He became one of actually the only Democrat to actually agree with Republicans in blocking access to trans health care in the military. Trans families. Yeah.
Fuck you,
Disappointing. Anyway, Jay Bird,
Moving
over to you.
on. Okay. On this day in gay history, where Quebec, Canada, December 18th, 1982.
How many years ago was that?
I don't know, a bunch.
84 years.
84 years ago. It was in the 1900s. The Quebec government overwhelmingly approves a measure that gives domestic partners of gays and lesbian legal protection protection and access to economic benefits previously restricted to heterosexuals.
Yes, Queen.
So yes, way to go, Canada.
Yeah.
It's always Canada.
I do want to point out that before I fixed this, it said previously restricted to straights.
Oh boy.
I was like,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the way it was written, we should have left it.
It was 84 years ago.
It
Yeah,
was.
hello.
Alrighty, so I guess we're moving on to our announcement.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. If you love the show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting service. By subscribing, you get the latest and greatest of our show delivered right to your favorite device or web browser as soon as the episode is published. You can support us on Patreon. With Patreon, you, our listeners, can help to support the show with a pledged donation. The donations are collected monthly and can be in $1 or more.
Fuck you, bitch. I was trying to lip sync.
I saw
I
that.
had no
I
idea
saw that.
what had happened over here.
I thought she was having a seizure in her chair. But
Thanks, bitch.
Trish, over to you. Alrighty, everyone. She needs her music.
All right, thank you. All right, everybody, get the Future Method and all other products today. All products are doctor developed, can clean out without hurting your bum. You can take confidence anywhere with the anal powder packs. Increase your stretch goals with the 3-piece anal glass dilation kit and get all information you need with Dr. G's new book, But Seriously. Visit futuremethod.com to purchase your life-changing bum accessory or book today. Great
Yes,
Christmas
queen.
present, by the way.
Yes, that totally would make a great Christmas present for anyone.
Mhm.
You know, any of your
Absolutely.
bottoms out there.
Oh, I bought a
Looking to stretch or increase your stretch goals.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make sure that you're ready and
Yeah.
able to take it.
Absolutely. Make Santa come more than once.
Oh Jesus! I bought a.
Make sure you provide extra milk.
I bought a Gay Penguin book for my niece for Daly, Amanda's daughter, for Christmas because Demi has like
Why
5.
not?
I bought her like a whole bunch, and I also bought her another gift. But I'm wondering what they're gonna do when they open that fucking book.
Huh. Are you going to be there when they do?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Sit to the
Please
side.
call me.
You're gonna be like, Gunkle's gonna read your book for you.
Mm-hmm. We gonna talk about gay penguins, bitch.
Gay
I love you for it. I love you for that.
Alrighty. So we're moving on. Time to put a plug on it.
All the single men. All
The single man.
Get your plug in. Go for it.
Our show is available on our website, gaytalk20.com, under audio podcast. It is also available as a free download on Apple Podcast, YouTube Music, and Stitcher Radio. Nick?
All right, you can find us on social media, Facebook, GayTalk 2.0, Instagram, GayTalk 2.0. Email us at gaytalk2.0 at gaytalk20.com. Tom, you've been doing so great. Don't fuck it up.
I will try not to. All right, ladies and gents, if you need to reach out to us, just head on over to our website. Click on the Contact Us tab, which is located at the top of your web browser. There you can leave comments. You can suggest topics. You can submit a question for the cast or any of these two bitches to either side of me. You can also give us a call and leave us your questions on our voicemail. Our phone number is 334-GAY-TALK. And if you need all of those digits, it is 334-429-8255. Before we sign off today, I want to take an opportunity for myself and the cast and everyone that's been a part of the show throughout the year to wish you all a wonderful Christmas, wonderful holiday season, a happy motherfucking New Year, and
Happy
like,
Kwanzaa,
all that good
Hanukkah,
stuff.
all of them.
And eat your fucking Wheaties because we got a lot of work to do come the 21st of January. So that said, ladies and gents, that is our show. Thank you. And y'all have a good rest of the year. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Gay Talk 2.0. Tune in next time for more dish.